like very minimal effort went into the actual song structure and the like production of the song of the music. But this album, the song production was top notch. The composition was very good, and there's song structure and stuff like that. I think the only thing that Drake is really lacking, and I think this is where his core fans are really like getting to him at, is like the content, right? So the content is what's missing. Is like old Drake used to rap about like wanting to make it and having all these like aspirations, and that was inspirational to.
That's where everybody was at. That's where everybody's like, I want to get there too. So we're on the same journey. Yeah.
But now he's just rapping about the same thing he's been rapping about for the past few albums, and like nothing's changing. He's not growing as a person. And so people are starting to notice that. And I think that's why this album is so controversial, because the people that are like attacking it, I think, are like not looking at it from the lens of like musical growth. They're more so looking at it from a lens of like Drake as a person isn't growing. And that's reflecting in his music.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem I have, because I'm like, you have songs like Drew or Picasso, Tried Our Best, Bahama Promises. Like, there's so many songs on members only. There's so many songs here where I'm like, it's good music, but people are just like, man, this isn't like we're the same journey you were on to Take Care. I'm like, I get it. He's not there anymore. And I get the people that people want. Like, those albums are still there for you to listen to, but I'm saying if you're going to listen to them now, it's just going to be a different type of experience. To you, Savon, what were your initial thoughts on the album?
Bruh, that's what my initial thoughts of the album. And I'm an OG Drake fan.
Yeah.
So there was the marketing behind it kind of gave us the sense that it was going to be similar and his best work yet. And to piggyback on what you were saying, content to the growth of production goes hand in hand, to me anyways, as an artist, because if you're growing in production, you're going to grow in content or how you think and how you're moving. Even when he was going through his beefs or whatever, it was still different from him talking about love, because you go from Take Care to Nothing Was the Same to Boom, Boom, Boom. He's progressing production-wise and content-wise. And now it just sounds like some of these songs should never made it. Like, the one with Yeet, why?
That's the only one. Well, I would say, okay, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel indifferent about that song.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. That song is like charting, I think, 1 or 2, because the younger generation loves Yeet. They love Yeet. That track wasn't for me, and the one with Bad Bunny, wasn't for me.
It was terrible. That was another one terrible.
I didn't need him to rap in Spanish, but other than that, I was good.
769 or 7969 Santa, terrible production, garbage. That song,
another garbage, late night with Yachty, should have never made it.
You're tripping.
That was fire.
Should have never made it. No, it was not, bro. That should have never made it.
Music video,
that song's fire.
Video.
That's what you're thinking. That's what you own. The music and what they were talking about, bro. It wasn't the best song on here. And I hate to say it, was Rich Baby Daddy. That is the best song on.
Oh my goodness.
The second one is it better not be the one. With Sexy Red, bro. That is going to be the most played song.
It's going to be the most played song. It's going to be the
best song on here.
In terms of the commercial impact, like, okay, it's a good song, but there's so many better songs.
Just look at that trends. Look at God's Plan, that type of song. That's not a really great song, but you put something about it's catchy. And then it was with the City Girls was supposed to, but he chopped up D-Key, Do You Love Me?
Yeah.
Those tracks.
He knows what he's doing.
Those were his best tracks on his album because of the replayability, the marketing behind it, and the longevity of the album. And in my opinion, First Person Shooter is the best song on this.
I'm about to say, that can't be your actual opinion, right? Sexy Red. Okay, good. Because I was about to say, dude, to me,
you know,
I was like, Savon, how are you going to be an OG fan and think that's the best track of the album?
I'm joking.
Reese, what are your top 3? What are your top 3 for this album?
Virginia Beach, #1, bro. I'm sorry. That Frank Ocean sample, legendary, bro.
That was a legendary sample.
You're tripping. That's like, of course, it's not one of his best intros pin-wise.
Exactly.
You know Which is the thing, right? I think if he would have like did something else on that sample, then even if he kept the same production, but
melodic. It's supposed to be
melodic. Bro, yeah, it's just like it's just the intro track that
You know better.
is the
than
mood
that.
for the album.
Reese,
you know what I'm saying?
Reese, you know better.
Keep the
Oh
Family
no,
Close
Tuscan
was not.
Leather.
Keep
Tuscan
the
know
Family
Leather
his
is his best
intro-
intro.
Keep
Yeah,
the Family
know-
Close was not. Keep the Family Close was an intro, and it was not bar heavy. It was literally just an
you're right.
R&B.
You're right. And that's what I'm
Come
saying.
on.
I think
that's
this
different. It was still a great song. This
it
one,
was.
the only thing we love about it now, the sample I'm saying is going crazy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the content didn't match it.
I agree. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like the production on this album was incredible.
It's fire.
Right?
It's
amazing.
But
how he transitioned the DOG radio, bro. It's ingenious.
Dude, I love that. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's what I loved about the album.
Yes, it's dope. But it didn't match up right.
Yeah,
this should have been a 15-song album or 17. I'll say 17. It should have been 17. Some of these songs they had should have made it. But I think if his intro would have been better, then it would have set the mood better. Because first of all, we get spoiled. We get a Frank Ocean kind of like production, and then you give us those weak bars.
Yeah.
It just sounded too playful. If you're gonna use Frank Ocean, who has not been seen, he's like a unicorn.
Yes,
no
he
pun
literally
intended.
Is, bro.
No pun intended. If you're gonna use that, bro, you gotta come. And I was an OG listener. Yeah. Drake's intro and ending of his albums are always so consistent and good. Yeah. So
he spoiled us.
Like,
he spoiled us. I mean, champagne poetry. I mean, he's spoiled.
But that's what I'm saying. For this album, though, I think it matches. Even though, it's not like intro. When you compare it to his other intros, right? It's not those. But I think for this
still
album,
a good intro.
It still does the job. Man. And still, just using Frank Ocean is an automatic W. You know what I'm saying?
See? That's what you get the facade
I know. I do agree, though, that the bars don't match with the lyrics, or the bars don't match with the track, right? What could have been on the track, I would say. But I think, like, that's the kind of